Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year. If you're new, my name is Jen and I am so glad you're here because today we are going to be setting some goals for 2025. If this is the first video of mine you are seeing, hi, hello, like I said, my name is Jen, and I do a lot of Disney content here on the channel. That is my bread and butter. I just love going to Disney all the time, so if you're a Disney fan, make sure you subscribe. I also do a lot of other travel content, other like cruises, little day trips here and there. I like to go cross-border shopping, do lifestyle vlogs. So today's video is going to be all about, again, goal setting for 2025. I love doing these videos at the beginning of each year as I find it just sets up my life in general for success for the year and gives me something to shoot for and keeps me motivated. And also at the end of this video, I will be sharing a fun little blooper reel that I put together. I think these blooper reels are so fun. I've seen them on a couple other channels that I watch. I think they're just so fun to see kind of the behind the scenes of what it's like to have a YouTube channel and showing you kind of some fun moments and funny moments that happen as I'm recording all of these videos throughout the year. I thought about reflecting on my goals for 2024, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go back and go through them all just because I felt like 2024 for me, while it was a really good year, it was also a very challenging year in my personal life. So this year I'm hoping that it's going to be different. I am going in with a very positive outlook. So let's jump into my goals that I've set for this year. I decided to do 25 goals for 2025. Taylor did this on her channel last year and I just thought it was a great idea. So we're going to go through them and I'm going to share with you what I've got in store. They're in no particular order. I didn't categorize them or anything. I just wanted to do 25 goals and make it simple and straightforward. The first goal I have, and probably a top priority for me, is to start and maintain a skincare routine. This has been on my radar for a little while now. I really didn't have any sort of skincare routine, and it's something that I think is really important as I'm starting to get older. I'm creeping very close to into my 40s now, and I think it's just so important to take care of my skin. I am very careful when it comes to sun exposure. Like, I'm always putting sunscreen on. I have very fair skin, so I burn very easily. I have freckles. I'm starting to see some like sunspots on my face. Really want to find like a good face wash. I'm starting to try a few different brands already to find one that works for me. Basically, I'm just looking for a simple skincare routine to start with a face wash, a toner, and a moisturizer. If you have ideas or suggestions for me on where to start with a skincare routine, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to have some suggestions as I start this journey. Goal number 2 is to protect my peace. And I swear this is going to be my mantra for 2025. And what I mean by this is to set more boundaries. I have really struggled with this through my entire life. I really want to be able to start setting more boundaries and not feel guilty about it. I want to stop over explaining myself, say no more, again, without feeling bad or feeling guilty, and also just prioritize my needs more. I have already looked into some resources because I think that's what's really going to help me. And one of the books that I've picked up is called The Book of Boundaries by Melissa Urban. And this book has been amazing so far. Like, I'm going through it so fast, and it's really, really helpful because there's actually like examples and scripts in there that you can actually use and apply in certain scenarios. So I'm finding this book really, really useful, and I'm just so excited to finally put this into practice in 2025. Number 3 is to have one lazy day per month. If you guys have been here for a while, you know in my monthly goals that I usually always have one lazy day per month. And a lot of the time I am not meeting this goal. I am not setting time aside to have a lazy day, to do nothing, to just veg out. This is going to be a non-negotiable for me for 2025. So what I've done already is I've actually gone through my each month up until about May so far and scheduled a lazy day where I do not make any plans, and that is already blocked off, no exceptions. So I'm hoping that this will work. Number 4, book another Disney cruise. I absolutely loved the Disney cruise that I went on back in November with my sister. It was on the Disney Dream, and it was only 3 nights. So I would love to go on another Disney cruise, and I actually really want to do an adults only Disney cruise with Alex. So I'm really hoping that this will happen for 2025. I don't know if I will go on the cruise in 2025. It might be 2026, potentially, maybe, hopefully planning it for my 40th. I would love to be on a Disney cruise for my 40th. I think that would just be so fun. So I'm hoping that this will happen this year. Number 5 is go to D23. This has been on my radar for a little bit. I've always wanted to go, but I've never really planned ahead for it or thought about it too much. And then the event comes up and it's too late to go because tickets will already be sold out or hotels won't be available or I haven't budgeted for it. So this year I'm putting it on my goals for 2025 because I would just love to go. I'd love to tick this off of my bucket list. It's one of the things that I've had on my Disney bucket list for quite some time. And this year it's going to be in Orlando, Florida, in Disney World. It's easier for me because I live on the eastern side of North America versus the West Coast where Disneyland is, where the bigger D23 event happens. I would love to go to California for the bigger D23 event someday, but I'd like to start with the smaller event to see if it's something that I would enjoy, and I might see if I can bring Alex along with me too. Number 6 is to plan a trip to Universal. I would love to go see Epic Universe. I know Alex would love to see it. He's a big rides guy, and he would love to go on all the thrill rides there. 2025 seems like it'll be the year to go to Universal since the Epic Universe is opening. They haven't released anything about single day admission tickets yet. It's just like bundled with like multi-day tickets so far. So I'm waiting to see when they will release that, but I would love to go back to Universal. It's been a few years now. It's been a very long time. So I would just love to go there and see the whole Nintendo world. Big Yoshi fan over here. I love Nintendo as well. Also, Harry Potter would be awesome too. Love Harry Potter and that whole world. So we'll see if this happens as well. Another thing I'd love to do with Alex this year is to visit a new state. We have had New York on our bucket list for quite some time, going to New York City. We've actually both been there, but we didn't go together. And I think it would just be such a different experience for both of us if we go. I know Alex's experience was good and fun, and he was there for like a few days versus me. I was only there for 1 day in total, and I barely got to see anything. So I know Alex would love to do like a little pizza tour around there and try like a bunch of pizza. And I would love to go see the Disney store there because I actually have never seen it. When I went there last time, I didn't get to go, and I just think that that's like the flagship Disney store. Another one we would like to go to, or another state we'd like to go to, is Louisiana, to go to New Orleans. We love the food there. We're big foodies, so I think the food there would just be fantastic. And just the whole vibe. The whole vibe there just looks like so much fun. For some relationship goals, I really want to establish a date night routine and stick to it. I had this on my goals as well for 2024, and it just went out the window just because so much was going on, and I really wish I had prioritized this more for the year. So this year is going to be the year. I am going to plan a night every month, at least one night every month, for me and Alex to have no distractions and just do something fun together. Next, I really want to improve my nutritional health, and I am going to do this by, first of all, reducing sugar. I just feel like I have been eating far too much junk with refined sugar in it. I also really want to focus on eating more protein. I know I don't get enough. I have the protein powder that I will have in my smoothies, but I just think with the other meals that I'm having, it's still not enough. And do meal prep. I used to meal prep all my lunches, and this was like before COVID when I was going into the office every day. I would be forced to bring lunch with me or else I'd have to buy lunch, and I didn't like to do that because that's spending money that I didn't want to spend. And they were relatively healthy lunches, like I'd have a protein, whether it be chicken or fish, and then I'd have a grain or like a carb, and then I'd have a vegetable, and I just found like I was eating so much more healthy back then. I do just feel like if I eat healthier overall and can like make healthier meals for myself, I'll feel better overall. I have all these intentions to improve my nutritional health, but I also want to embrace imperfection as well. So I don't want to be too hard on myself, and this is like another goal, is to embrace imperfection, where I don't need to be perfect in everything, and I find that really holds me back in a lot of ways. Like, not just like for the way that I'm going to be eating, but also like here on YouTube, for example. I am very particular with my editing and the way that my videos come across. Same with anything that I post on Instagram. Sometimes it can take me up to like 2 hours just to post something on Instagram because it's not to my liking, or something is just slightly out of alignment, or that doesn't sound quite right. And I find that that just holds me back a lot. So instead of thinking that everything has to be perfect before I share it with the world or before I do something, I just want to throw it out there and just be like, whatever, it's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if I make a mistake. My life is not going to end. Next is to take one photo every day. At the end of 2024, when I was putting together my recap video over on Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do. I'll leave it linked down below for you. But I made a little end of year reel and I was struggling to find some pictures from certain months. So I'd really like to be intentional about taking a photo every day, and not just like a random photo or like, you know, of Trixie, because let me tell you, I have so many photos of this cat. This is going to be very important for me for 2025, and that is to learn to relax. I'm the type of person that always likes to be doing something. I always like to think that I have to be productive. I always have to be doing something, going somewhere, and it can really wear me down. So for 2025, another mantra that I'm going to have is to learn and find ways of relaxing, whether it be meditation or deep breathing, trying yoga again, or just finding things that I find relaxing. Hopefully, I will reduce my anxiety overall and just feel better overall as well. I want to improve my communication habits, whether it be replying to a text or communicating my needs or telling Alex when I'm upset with him. Like all of these things, I've never really been great at. I'm not a huge, like very good communicator. And I'm hoping that by doing this, I will be more confident in all of my relationships and people will have a better understanding as a whole of who I am and what my needs are. Some financial goals I have are to contribute $1,000 to an emergency fund that me and Alex would share. I think it's really important to have a place to put aside emergency money should you need it for anything that might come up. Like Trixie, she's getting older and we never know if she's going to have some surprise medical expenses, but it's always good to have some cash to fall back on if any emergency arises. I want to reduce my debt by at least 25%. This would be a huge milestone for me. It would probably be the least amount of debt I've been in for maybe 10 years. So I'm really going to try and focus on reducing that. And by reducing my debt, I think it'll be very helpful if I have this goal, which is to practice mindful spending. I'm pretty mindful already when it comes to spending money, but there are some instances where my mindfulness just goes out the window, and that is usually with stuff like anything that's like Disney related, or there might be like food that I'm buying that I don't necessarily need. So I really want to practice things like if I really need it or if I want it. If it's a need, then yes, it would be more justified versus a want, and depending on what that want is and how much it is, what is it going to bring to my life, that sort of thing. And I'm thinking that this will probably help overall in reducing my debt and hopefully saving more money. I still want to be able to treat myself once a month, which is another goal that I've set for myself, because I think it's important to have balance. With the mindful spending aspect, I think if I'm able to treat myself once a month with something that isn't too expensive, whether it be like a coffee or a new shampoo or a candle, or it could be some skincare product that I find I want, I think I can allow myself to do that once a month without feeling guilty about it. Next is I want to read at least 4 books. I really want to get into reading, you guys. I really do. I struggle with it a lot. I really want to get back, focus on reading, and even if they're like self-improvement books, it doesn't always have to be like fiction books. So I'm really going to try and get through 4 books this year. I also want to play 2 new video games. I bought Super Mario Wonder, I think it was like the beginning of last year, and I haven't even opened it yet. Like I haven't even played it. So I haven't been playing any video games at all. And I love video games. I played them so much when I was a kid and everything. So I really want to get back into it. So I'm setting this as a goal for next year to play 2 new video games. So Super Mario Wonder is going to be one of them. And if you guys have any suggestions for another video game that I should play, please leave me a comment down below. I have the Nintendo Switch, which is, I guess, the newest console. And so if you have any Nintendo Switch games that you think I should play, whether they be old or new or whatever it may be, let me know, because I will be looking for some new games to play. For social media, on Instagram, I would love to create more reels. This is like a whole side of Instagram that I really haven't dipped my feet into yet. I've made like maybe 2 reels recently, and I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. And it's just something that I really want to develop a new skill for and get good at. I think right now it's just intimidating, and like I see some people's reels that some people make, and they are just so amazing and so well done. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, how do they do that? I literally will spend like the reel that I made for, I think it was like a Disney haul that I did. Literally took me almost like 2 to 3 hours, because again, I'm trying to make it perfect and make sure it's right and to my liking and everything. And I don't know, like how long does a reel take? How long should making a reel take someone? I'm not really sure, but I just feel like I'm spending way too much time doing it. So I'm hoping that as I practice more doing it, I'll get better at it and quicker at it. I have never really been a huge fan of the short form content, but I think I'm starting to slowly lean more towards it. This next goal, I was afraid to put on my goals for 2025 because I feel like, I don't know, I almost feel like I'm jinxing myself, or like I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'm putting it on here because I want to envision it happening, and that is to reach 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I was able to double the amount of subscribers that I had here on the channel in 2024. So I really think that I can achieve this goal if I just keep going, be confident, trust myself, know that I can get there. To achieve this goal, I'm thinking just keep staying consistent, keep putting out good content. For the amount of subscribers that I have now, I think I'm like just over 600. The fact that 600 of you are sitting here and watching me is just wild to me. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much for following along with me and joining me on this corner of the internet. I actually suffer quite a bit from social anxiety, so I find that YouTube has been a great outlet for me to connect with people. I thank you so much for your support and for being here. I love sharing my life. I love sharing my travels with you all. And like I say, it's probably not the end of the world if I don't reach 1,000 subscribers. That's never been something to me that will define my channel or define me as a person or anything like that. You know, I'm really hoping that you guys just keep watching, keep enjoying, keep commenting. Let me know that you're enjoying what I'm putting out there, and you know, even things that you want to see going into the new year. I always love interacting with you guys. I just love the little community that we've created here. Next is to declutter my life. And this goal I was actually inspired by from Lydia. It was just basically about decluttering every aspect of your life, and it could look like a digital declutter. So like for me, I really want to go through all my photos. I have thousands and thousands of photos that I don't see half the time, and I'd really love to go through them and make photo books or something, you know, something tangible, something that I can pick up and look at, or develop. Maybe not develop, because like I don't really have a lot of wall space anymore to hang things, but I think maybe books would be a good idea, to create some photo books of just even like trips, like have a photo book for each trip that we've gone on. Like we have photos back from like 2014 that me and Alex have gone on. And my closet, oh my gosh, my closet. I have so many clothes in there that just, they need to go. I need to go through and just get rid of all the stuff that I'm not wearing anymore or haven't worn in like the last year. I also kind of want to live by the rule of like one thing in, one thing out sort of deal, because there's just not enough room. Like this is the closet over here. Like I don't have enough space. I also really need to go through my sock drawer. I'm just overflowing with socks, and like I maybe wear like 10 of them out of like the 500 that I have in there. So that's a huge thing that I want to go through as well. And I think like just purging stuff that I don't need anymore will just overall make me feel a lot better. I also want to discover new music. I feel like I've been on the same music train for quite a while, like on my Spotify. I have this playlist that I periodically will add songs to. Like last year, I actually discovered a bunch of Taylor Swift songs that I liked, and Taylor Swift ended up being my artist of the year. I just found some of her songs that I really liked and would listen to them over and over again, and it kind of became my like coping music in a way. Like I found her music was really soothing. But going forward into 2025, I do want to start discovering more music that I might not necessarily have heard before, or go back and to some old artists and listen to their newer music, that sort of thing. So I might just play around on Spotify and see what new music I can find. And last but not least, I want to watch every Disney animated theatrical release movie in chronological order. I thought it'd be a fun goal for 2025, and I have not seen every Disney movie that's ever been released, and I feel like I can't call myself a true Disney fan until I've seen it, or until like I've done that. So I think it would be so fun, and I've actually created a whole checklist, like a Disney movie checklist to go through, and I'm going to try and maybe watch a movie a week. I haven't counted how many movies are on there, but there's probably a lot, and I'm sure it will get me through the entire year. There are some live actions I might slip in there, like Pirates of the Caribbean. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I might skip over some of the like sequels that went like direct to DVD sort of deal, like Little Mermaid 2, but then there's other ones that I really want to watch, like Aladdin, the King of Thieves. That is a very underrated sequel, by the way. It is awesome, and it has Robin Williams in it again, and it also has, oh, what's his name? It also has John Rhys-Davies. He does the father, he does the voice of Aladdin's father. I had no idea. So it's just an overall really good movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. So I'll probably be posting the movies as I watch them over on my Instagram if you want to follow along, or I could even share the movie checklist that I'm following. And I just think it would be a great way to use my Disney Plus subscription as well. I do not use it nearly enough, but I am just so excited to watch all these movies this year. So those are my 25 goals for 2025, and I'm just so excited to see where this year goes, whether it be good or bad, with the challenges that come up and what I can overcome. And I just hope you will follow along with me in my journey. Make sure you comment as well what your goals, or maybe what your top #1 goal is for this year. Get that conversation going. But don't go anywhere, because next up is my blooper reel from 2024, from all the videos that I did. I thought it'd be so fun to put this together just for a fun little lighthearted end to wrap up 2024. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I've got lots of fun travel content, Disney content coming your way sooner than you think. So make sure you are subscribed. And again, thank you so much for watching. And I'm wishing you all a very happy, healthy 2025. And I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone. Okay, hold on. Getting way too ahead of myself here. Okay, we can do this. Bracelets that I'm gonna bring with me to when I go on my trip back. Oh my god. This one I thought was just so quintessential Bambi. It has Bambi? I thought this one was so quintessential. Can you see my face? Do that. There we go. Some other little treats that I picked up were these little Rice Krispie treats. They are chocolate flavored. Rice Krispie treat. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Yummy yums. All right. Oh, I just put my hand in. Go see Sorcerer Mickey, maybe? Or it's just them in like some fancy outfits. Oh, yeah. I feel like I got a bug in my mouth. All right, I'm excited. I thought this was great. Since Christmas was coming, this would be a great, what do you call it? Oh yeah. Since Christmas is coming, this would be like a great memento from the trip. But yeah, as I said, his D fell off, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Oh, that sounded bad. I always do that. Anyways, so I picked up another, what are they called? SIM card. So I picked up another one of these SIM cards. All the fun goodies that I got from my last trip it's another really quick dinner. You just pop them out of the package onto a baking sheet. So you have just the tip. I'm kind of feeling the vibe of staying in now and just being cozy and comfy and hanging out with some girls. That sounds weird. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I can't do this. God. What are you doing? Okay, you gotta move. You gonna sit here? Oh my god. What are you doing, you silly? Okay, I gotta record. I'm just gonna record my intro. Okay? Okay, there's nothing intruding in the... Oh, I'm recording. Would you like to go in?
Yes. Yes, I would.
We're gonna go into Vanellope's.
But
Oh.
the door is actually
That's that way.
because we're that squishy.
Anyways, we just tried to open a door that was already open. But that will about wrap up today's